in boxing over the weekend, there's been a lot of highs and lows, but a lot of critics essentially have kind of went and said certain fighters seem to be running a little bit. They've kind of mentioned Devin was a runner or William Skull was running in the Canelo fight. So I guess getting I kind of like the balance, right? So to kind of explain what fans, did it seem a little bit excessive or did it feel like it was the necessary based off their certain situation? I guess maybe
You
starting with
know,
you, Danny.
my opinion, the Cuban style boxing, that's their style of boxing.
Hmm.
Cuban fighters, they move, they dance, they use angles, they use their jabs. So I knew that was coming from the Cuban boxer. I mean, you have to be dumb to stand in front of Canelo and just hit you, let him hit you. It is called boxing. I know a lot of fans don't like that, but I mean, it is the whole point of boxing is to hit and not get hit. But I understand, like people want to see a fight, but that wasn't the style for that fight to be like a all out war.
Hmm.
The Haney fight, same situation. Haney's a boxer. He's not going to stand in front of Ramirez and just let Ramirez hit him. His job is to get his points and use his legs and win. I know people want to see a fight, but styles make fights.
Hmm.
And if you want to see better fights, then you have to fight competition that's gonna not let you be comfortable in the ring, make you dig deep and make you think. So for me, it was more of matchmaking. That's why you got those fights. But I wasn't surprised because both Skull and Haney, that's their style. They're boxers. They want to hit and not get hit, and it's smart. If you ask me, I see people getting angry, and kind of pissed off. But at the end of the day, boxing really is the hit and not get hit. So that's my personal opinion.
Would you agree with that, David? Being a four-time national champion and now being pro at such a young age.
Hell no, I wanted to see a fight. I was sleeping. Come on, I need entertainment. Now I'm playing, but no,
That's
I
why they gotta
agree.
watch you. We're gonna entertain the crowd.
Yeah.
You want to watch
No, but I
King
agree
David,
though.
June 7th. Put on the show.
Like Danny said, the boxing game is hit and not get hit.
Mhm. Did
You
you
know,
feel like maybe there was opportunities to maybe throw hands a little bit more, or was it just a case of just they were facing a guy very aggressive and wanted to make smart pick their shots properly, which kind of turned out the fight that it was.
now there was definitely some shots that they could have thrown
Hmm.
and they were just moving, but if you got a pressure fighter that's always just coming, and I could see why you could keep on moving, but like me, I wouldn't really be running like that, you know. I feel like some fights like Devin, he could have kept his kept his
Like his feet under
just
him a
bring
little bit.
generalship for real, you know, stay right there,
Hmm.
keep it ground.